Hey everyone, in today's video I want to show you a bunch of books about trees. So I got a bunch of books from the library about trees for a tree unit we are doing, and I wanted to show you those books because some of them are, more advanced than I would have wanted, and so I thought this might be helpful for you to see some too, kind of get an idea of some books you might want to use if you're doing a tree unit. So a couple of them I actually own, and I'll show you those first. So the ones that I own are kind of my core for this unit for kindergarten. A Tree is Nice. So you can see it goes from color to black and white, and there's not too much text on a page. So this is great for kindergarten. We've got Gus is a Tree. Very colorful. There's more text on this one, but it's still appropriate for kindergarten. And this one is super beautiful. So Gus is a Tree. Of course, Let's Read and Find Out Science, Be a Friend to Trees. I always love these Let's Read and Find Out Science books. Are Trees Alive? This one is super nice too. This one's gorgeous. And then this one, What's Alive? This talks about, in general, what's alive. This is actually the book that we started our unit with. And it does address trees in here. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of go through these books. This one I'm super excited about. Forest Club, A Year of Activities, Crafts, and Exploring Nature. So this is more for, me than it is the kids. It's supposed to give, I'm going to get ideas from this. And then I can read bits and pieces. I don't need to read everything to the kids, but I'm excited to have this. Or, I got it from the library. Also, same thing with this one, Science Adventures, Nature Activities for Young Children. So again, I'm going to go through this and see what is relevant. And House Held Up by Trees. So this one has a bit more text. So this one I think is okay still for kindergarten, but it does have a bit more text. Mangrove Tree, Planting Trees to Feed Families. This one, again, I feel like is still appropriate for kindergarten. Also, you could try to replicate these fish, which with paper and foil and things. I think that'd be a great project. And let's see. I'm going to lift this up to see the title. Oh yeah, Tell Me Tree, all about trees for kids. This is a Gail Gibbons book. And so this one, if you take it bit by bit, it is good. This is not a book you would want to read straight through. Okay. Now we've got Branching Out, How Trees Are Part of Our World. This one I felt like was not appropriate for kindergarten. Not that it's not appropriate, but this is just, they're not going to want to listen to this. So this is definitely for older kids. But maybe you have older kids, so maybe this would be great. Or maybe you have a range of kids. Wangari's Trees of Peace. So I thought this one was good for kindergarten. And older. When I say kindergarten, I don't mean just kindergarten. I mean kindergarten or older. So some of them are just, more older. Okay, this is Celebrities, Historic and Famous Trees of the World. I thought that was funny. Celebrities. So again, this is a book you would not want to read cover to cover. Maybe one tree a day in bedtime reading or morning basket. I say bedtime reading because that's what we do. Desert Giants. This is not exactly a tree, but a cactus. So this is, I think this one's a little too much for kindergarten too. The Great Kapok Tree. I think this is recommended in some kindergarten programs, maybe Sunlight, but I actually think it's kind of a little much for kindergarten. But I guess you decide. And Poetries. I love this one. Okay, so poetry tea time. Can't help but thinking that. So look at that. And it opens like this. So yeah, I thought this a tree themed poetry tea time, man. Totally totally going to do that. Okay, so I'm in love with this one. This one is a hit. And then red leaf, yellow leaf. Of course, this is appropriate for kindergarten. I mentioned it before, but sorry this table is so wobbly, but it's a really good place to film. But this table is so wobbly. So this one is great for kindergarten, like I said. This one is Call Me Tree, and this is also in Spanish, so that's really great too. So if you want to, you know, practice the Spanish and English, this is really bright and colorful, so I really like this one. Perfect for kindergarten. A Grand Old Tree. Once there was a grand old tree. So as you can see, this one is perfect for kindergarten too. Again, you could use, you know, make the seasons with the trees with for art, you know, use this as inspiration. We planted a tree. So I thought this one is really good for kindergarten too. So most of them are good for kindergarten, but some of them, like I said, I got without knowing what they look like in the inside, but that's why I get them. And then I just return the ones I don't want. This one is good for kindergarten too. I was very happy with most of them. The Tree Lady. This one is okay, but it's a bit long. So if you're going to read this one to kindergarten, I would probably split it up. Be a Friend to Trees. That's a Let's Read and Find Out Science one. Again, the Let's Read and Find Out Science ones, I don't read these straight through either. I take these bit by bit. Great content, but too much at once. And then Leaf Man. This is by Lois Ehlert. Is that how you say it? This one's really cool. Look at that. See? Oh, you can't see. Like, look at that, and then you can't see. You see that? So that one's really cool. So that is cool. And then you can, of course, like, try this yourself. You know, go collect leaves outside, and then try to, like, make the cow and all this. And so, anyway, I thought it would be fun to do that. So, especially if you have an area where there is leaves. So that is that. So I think that's all I have. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, make sure to subscribe if you love all things homeschool.